Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Kopi Talks. My name is Ramesh Rao and I'm with my colleague Fatin and Puga. We also have two very insightful guests, someone an organizational behavior specialist, Miss Nabila, and my close friend Shariza.
So, our topic today is something that's been heating up in Malaysia, which is the recent controversy surrounding boycott campaigns, defamation suit, and digital reputation of McDonald's. We will unpack what happened, how McDonald's is handling it online, and how the public perceives them, and what strategic lessons other brands can learn.
In order for us to be in the same boat, I'm going to do a little recap of what we're talking. There was a recent video popping up in online showing an Indian tourist having a conflict between McDonald's in Malaysia. Based on the context of the video, it shows that the Indian tourist ate a cheeseburger without realizing it's not vegan. It's a non-vegan burger.
Also, that's the chili sauce incident. A customer insisted on paying 10 ringgit 60 cents for 10 extra packets of chili sauce. Staff said it's free. McDonald's later made a police report.
Now we're going to see the public's reaction for this case from media coverage and social media, and there are multiple narratives. So, some say that the Indian tourist was unfairly targeted, treated harshly, or singled out, while others argue that the authorities and bystanders were complicit, either by failing to protect or by acting out of prejudice toward Indian visitors. Sharizad, what do you make of that?
Uh, in my opinion, as we know, McDonald's is a big brand. So the all cases relate to McDonald's will definitely go viral lah. Then based on this case, I think the tourists at fault because McDonald's has provided a symbol on each of their menus, such as uh, like chicken, beef, and vegetable.
Because
Huh?
Yes, yes.
Vegetable. Okay. So the tourist also has to know that each country has a different menus. Therefore, I think in this situation, the tourist at fault. So that's all from me.
yes, and following the incident, it's not just about what's circulating on social media. There's real world tension building as well, which heightens safety concerns for those involved and for local workers in the area. Official statements now emphasize that public and employee safety remain the top priority.
All right, we're going to take a little break and listen from our sponsorship, television. Just going to take a break and continue back. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Konnichiwa. Arigatou gozaimasu. Welcome back to our podcast again, episode where we talk about business issues in a true lens of branding, digital strategy, and public reaction. Okay, so now it's time to analyze McDonald's strategy. What have they done and where are the strength or the weakness?
Here's a breakdown. Legal action. Suing for defamation is a bold move. It's high stakes but risky in terms of PR. Second one is public statements. They've clarified their stance, claimed for political neutrality, and emphasized that the local franchise is independent. Next is mediation. Mediation. Dropping the suit after mediation signals they have understand the reputational risk and want to de-escalate. Last, employee safety messaging. Responding to vandalism with concern for staff, which is morally strong from a public perception standpoint. Next, Ravi.
Okay, so I want to ask a question to Miss Nabila. From the background with the background of PR and crisis management plans, how do you assess these moves?
So, in my opinion, I think McDonald's has done a decent job in balancing legal defense and also the public diplomacy. But there are risks where McDonald's need to face, which are from aspect in the public and also the legal. For the first one is aspect of the legal. They might need to have their own legal defenses if the case related with the court. So when they need someone to represent them, so the risk arise with when they cannot find the legal representative carefully or properly, because sometimes they only take the case for mining, so it can make it cannot protect the client's right. And from the public aspect, if the McDonald's has admit their mistake, they need to do the apology letter. So when they do the apology letter, the first thing they need to do is must choose the word wisely. Must choose word wisely because it is to avoid any misunderstanding that might happen for the public, and it to prevent or to avoid the situation more worse lah. And then uh, and all these cases it can make a lesson for the McDonald's to improve their operation system, and also can make it more better in the future.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on this, Nabila. And from that, we're going to take another break and hear our sponsorship from McDonald's. Coming back from our break, thank you, our listeners, for staying tuned. Now, what are the major risks McDonald's going to face toward this case, and what are the opportunities they can seize by this issue?
So the key risks include rising public perception issued tied to social or cultural tension, potential moral drop among staff, safety concern that could disrupt operation, and social media escalation that amplify backlash and prolong reputational damage. Opportunities include rebuilding trust through transparent communication about what happened, launching community-focused initiatives to show commitment to visitor safety, creating clear digital messaging that explains the operation, and engaging the public directly through Q&As or interactive sessions to address concerns openly.
Okay, let's ask some few words from our guest. You would like to share some words, Miss Nabila?
Okay, so basically the recommendation that I recommend for the McDonald's is, I think the menu has the symbol like um, if the meals have the ingredient which is like chicken, the symbol of fish or the vegetable for the vegetarian. So I think the symbol that already have is really small, which is not everyone can see or not everyone aware with that symbol. So I think they need to make it more bigger, and so that it can help the people to see and aware about the ingredients that have the
And another word from our friend Shaiza.
So, other than that, McDonald can prepare the framework for hard-based issue. For example, set up a rapid response social media. Then, McDonald can provide the training for staff, which is how to which is, uh, how how to how to talk to media if needed, or how to pleasure the customer.
Thank you for the words and sharing your thoughts. And to sum up, McDonald's in Malaysia currently facing multiple challenges, not only this case. There's challenge with legal disputes, reputational risk, digital activism, and public sentiment. Their response shows some strategic awareness, but the road ahead of them need to be more careful, empathetic, and more transparent communication. Hence, this case study can be the blueprint for many brands on the title of how to defend your business while also engaging meaningfully with social media. Thank you so much for our guests, Nakila and Sharisa, for your insights. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in. And as always, stay good, stay healthy, and stay good looking. Da-da-da-da-da. Bye.